In this video, I share how I crochet the framing around my granny square blanket. This is a simple 5-round framing, very beginners friendly and very easy to crochet. For the framing, I use a 4mm crochet hook as used in the blanket. The blanket is made out of heavy merino wool by Knitting for Olive. I will leave all the details about size and quantities in the description. In the previous videos, I shared how I crochet the basic granny square. I also shared how I joined my squares using the sewing method. I will leave links to both videos down below in the description box for you. I will also leave a link to the Instagram reel where I share how I blocked my blanket when it was done, so you have everything you need to know in case you want to crochet a similar project. And now let's dive right into the making. To start the first round, I attach a new yarn under one of the corners chain spaces. I insert my hook under the chain space, chain 5, and make 3 more DCs, double crochet stitches, into the same corner. So this is just a part of the corner made, and I will complete it once I finish the round and come back to the same corner where I started from. And now I just continue making 3 double crochet stitches in each of the next chain spaces. So I insert my hook right under the chain space and I crochet a 3 DC cluster in each of the next chain spaces. And this is the last chain space on my first square. So this is the last 3 DC cluster on the first square, and I insert my hook just under the next chain space, which is the first space on the second square. So this way I will make my 3 DC clusters all the way up until I reach the next corner, and this is how it looks. And when I reach the corner space, I make 3 DC cluster into the corner space and then chain 3 and make 3 more double crochet stitches, 3 DC cluster into the same corner space. And then I simply continue making my 3 DC clusters in each of the next chain spaces, and when I reach a corner, I crochet a 3 DC cluster, chain 3 and a 3 DC cluster into each of the corner spaces. And this is how it looks. And here I am ready to finish the first round. And when I'm at the end of the first round and I meet the first corner space where I just started this round, I simply want to complete this corner by adding 2 double crochet stitches into the same corner space. And to close the round, I will slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch from the chain 5 that I made at the beginning of this round. And this is round 1 completed. To start the second round, I slip stitch into the corner chain space, chain 5, and then I make 2 more double crochet stitches into the same corner space. And next I will make 1 double crochet in each stitch around the blanket. And when I reach a corner, I crochet 2 double crochet stitches, 3 chain stitches, and 2 more double crochet stitches into the same corner space. And then I will continue making one double crochet stitch in each stitch around. So this is how the corner looks on round 2. And here I am at the end of round 2, just making the last few double crochet stitches of the round. And next I will complete the first corner. I will add one more double crochet stitch into the first corner space, right next to my initial chain 5, and to close I slip stitch into the third chain of my initial chain 5. And first corner space completed. To start the next round, I slip stitch into the corner space, chain 5, and make 2 double crochet stitches into the same corner space. And just like in the previous round, I make 1 double crochet in each and every stitch around. And this is how it looks. So round number 3 works exactly the same as round number 2. So in each corner we have 2 double crochet, 3 chain stitches and 2 double crochet in the chain space. And then we close the round exactly as we closed it on round 2. To start round 4, I slip stitch into the corner space, chain 3, and made 4 more double crochet stitches into the first corner space. And then I simply continue making 1 double crochet in each stitch around. And in each corner space, I made 6 double crochet stitches into the corner space. And I push these corner stitches a little bit backwards to reveal the first stitch and continue making 1 double crochet in each stitch around. And this is how the corner looks on round 4. So this is more like a rounded corner. And to complete the first corner, I just want to add 1 more double crochet into the first corner space to have 6 double crochet in total in the corner space. And to close my 4th round, I will slip stitch into the back loop of the 3rd chain of my initial chain 3. And this was the last stitch on round 4, but on the same time the first stitch on round 5. Next I will slip stitch into the back loop only of the next 2 stitches, make a chain 1, and then I will continue making slip stitch to back loop only of each stitch around. And this is how it looks. And here you can see me making the slip stitches to the back loop only of each and every stitch, enjoying the last and final round on my granny square blanket framing. And on this final round, I simply chain 1 in the middle of each corner. So after 3 stitches in the corner I chain 1 and then continue making the slip stitches into the back loop only of the next stitches. And this is the last stitch on my final round, and now I can cut the yarn, leaving a little bit of a yarn end. Pull the loop all the way up. And next I want to close the round using the invisible join, so I thread my yarn onto a tapestry needle, and then I skip 1 stitch and insert my needle into the back loop of the next stitch, and then right into the middle of the last stitch I made and under the bar loop behind. Pull the loop all the way up, and this is my invisible join made, and this is how it looks. And next I can weave in the yarn end at the back side of my work, at the back side of the stitches, hiding them underneath the stitches so that the yarn doesn't show on the right side of the blanket. Yeah, and when I'm done, I can cut the yarn end, and this is it. My granny square blanket framing is done. And yeah, this simple framing can be applied to so many other crochet projects. I hope you find it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.